Suzuki drives one in the air. Deep left center, get out, the tape measure, long gone.
In the sports world, when you hear the name Suzuki, the first person that comes to mind is Ichiro, the 3,000 hit machine and legendary hitter synonymous with the Seattle Mariners. Well, after the retirement of Ichiro in 2022, another Suzuki, a Japanese outfielder named Seiya, is poised to follow in his shadow and carry the torch in the major leagues.
If you were able to build a perfect player on, say, a video game, a lot of the attributes that you would give that perfect player are the ones that Seiya Suzuki possesses in the real world.
In this video, we will look at the top 8 things to know about Seiya Suzuki, his road to the MLB, lifestyle, and net worth. Stick around to find out his real personality and why Cubs staffers already love him. Number 8. Japanese career. Seiya Suzuki was born on August 18, 1994 in Arakawa, Tokyo, Japan. Suzuki's path to the MLB did not start in glory because he was not an instant sensation when he played in high school. Seiya was in the same draft as Shohei Ohtani, but not coveted as Showtime coming through the ranks. So when the Hiroshima Toyo Carp drafted Suzuki, he fell into the second round of the 2012 NPB draft. Interestingly, Seiya was mainly a pitcher during his high school career and was drafted as such, but switched to an infielder upon joining the team. Suzuki was given number 51 as his uniform number. After entering the NPB as an 18-year-old and in the 3 seasons, he never hit more than 6 home runs. Suzuki's early struggles can be attributed to his young age, the constant moving from the NPB to their minor leagues, knee-gun, and getting used to playing 6 different positions. Before the 2015 season, the Carp changed Suzuki's position designation from an infielder to an outfielder. Suzuki started the season with a spot on the opening day starting lineup and eventually played in 97 games. Suzuki wasn't going to give up, and in 2016 his hard work paid off. Between 2016 and 2021, Seiya became a full-fledged star and was on the lips of every scout because of his dominance. Suzuki hit .317, 1.006 OPS with 177 home runs, 77 stolen bases, 16% strikeout rate, and 14% walk rate. Suzuki was the ultimate power threat through these 6 seasons, putting up at least 25 home runs in each season. He also hit at least .3205 times, made 5 multiple All-Star appearances, and won 5 Gold Glove awards. The scout's best comparison for Seiya was Godzilla himself, Hideki Matsui. Matsui displayed a bit more power than Suzuki, however Suzuki is a better athlete than Matsui was. Suzuki is an above-average defender with speed and a powerful arm. He is also a threat on the base paths, a trait Matsui didn't quite have. Yes, Seiya became one of the most coveted players from Japan in recent years. Number 7. How did he choose the Cubs? MLB franchises were dying to get their hands on Seiya. However, what complicated matters was that the MLB lockout loomed. Teams got a 1-hour Zoom meeting to chat with Suzuki before the lockout, but the Cubs detected he would not sign before the lockout, so they did not try to get him to sign at that time. The Cubs used the lockout to drill down on everything they wanted to share with Suzuki when they made a presentation. These types of write-ups are always a little fluffy, but it does seem like Suzuki was always priority 1A for the Cubs this offseason. Once the lockout was over, the Cubs got one of the first meetings with Seiya and his agent. The meeting went so well enough that after the Cubs made their official offer, Suzuki instructed Wolf to cancel his other meetings and present a counter to the Cubs. The Cubs considered that counter on their flight back to Arizona, and then the deal got done. So why the delay in the announcement of the signing? Well, because it took several days to be confirmed by the team. That was because Suzuki wanted to take a trip to Chicago to see the city and Wrigley Field before everything was finalized. So that all happened in secret. It also helped that fellow Japanese teammate Yu Darvish had put in a good word about his time in Chicago and with the Cubs. On March 18, 2022, Suzuki officially agreed to a 5-year contract worth $85 million, which is the biggest contract for a Japanese positional player in history.
とってもピュアな鈴木選手にカブスが用意したのは5年総額8500万ドル、およそ101億円の大型契約。
Suzuki definitely cashed in big time. Number 6. MLB career so far. Generally, when a player transfers to MLB from Japan's NPB, growing pains are expected. However, Seiya is no ordinary player, and he made an impact right off the bat. Suzuki made his Cubs debut on April 7, 2022, working a full count walk against Corbin Burnes of the Milwaukee Brewers in his first MLB plate appearance. He was the first Cub to make their MLB debut as an opening day starter since Kosuke Fukudome in 2008. Seiya collected his first major league hit in the 5th inning of that game, a line drive single to shallow left field. On April 10th, he hit his first major league home run, a 3-run shot off a Milwaukee starter, Freddie Peralta.
Suzuki drives one in the air. Deep left center, get out, the tape measure, long gone. Cubs lead 3-0. Seiya Suzuki with his first big league home run.
On April 12th, Seiya smashed 2 home runs against the Pirates, putting him in the record books as the first player to record 8 RBI and 4 or more walks over his first 4 games, since RBI became an official stat in 1920.
This one drilled in the air left field, way back there, and he's done it again! Seiya Suzuki goes yard!
Suzuki was awarded the National League Player of the Week award for April 11 to the 17th, a span in which he batted .412, 7 for 17 with 5 runs and 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, and an OPS of 1.604. Suzuki was also named the NL Rookie of the Month for April, and Suzuki has cooled off from his hot start. And in August, he is hitting a .244 average with 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. It can be down to injury problems adjusting to America and the struggles of the Cubs to rebuild the team. Yet, we know that Seiya will make the adjustment and go Super Saiyan like Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Number 5. Endorsement and net worth. It is still early days for Seiya in terms of endorsement deals because he is currently without a sponsor in the United States. However, his immense popularity in Japan has allowed him to retain 2 current sponsors in Kyoso and Asics. Kyoso is an apparel company in Japan, and fans can buy clothing lines tied to the Japanese outfielder, including the always necessary winter hoodies. Asics is a baseball equipment company, and Suzuki is featured in advertisements for bags, spikes, and replica jerseys. For instance, the spike allows for high grip, stability, and a lightness of the feet so that Seiya can fully demonstrate the speed and power he has on the diamond. Seiya Suzuki has an estimated net worth of between $5 million to $10 million. So expect his endorsement and net worth given his trajectory and fully guaranteed $85 million contract that he has just started. Number 4, fun fact, sense of humor. Seiya Suzuki is a man with personality. Cubs manager David Ross related a story of Suzuki mocking him for eating chocolate in the weight room. Ross related, "I was in the weight room the other day with some trail mix. He came up to me and pointed at me eating trail mix and asked me, 'Is that chocolate?' I said, 'No, it's trail mix. It's a snack.' He goes, 'No, chocolate, like in the trail mix.' I go, 'Oh, yeah, that's chocolate.' He reached over and rubbed my belly and said, 'Chocolate.'" Translation, maybe Ross shouldn't be putting that down his gut. After striking out twice in the first spring training game, Suzuki was not happy, but he tried to joke it off with the media stating, "If I keep on striking out like today, I feel like somebody is going to throw beer on me someday." Let's hope it never gets to that, Seiya. Trust me. Number 3, fan of junk food. Moving from Asia to North America can be a culture shock when it comes to food. Japanese tend to be conservative and make healthy choices when it comes to their diet. Well, let's just say that Suzuki got off to a rocky start where that is concerned. After his first game in spring training, he admitted, "I've been able to eat a lot of junk food." What kind, you may wonder? The very crisp and juicy Chick-fil-A. His favorite meal, he said, "I like the Chick-fil-A sauce with the chicken nuggets." Fair to say, we think the Cubs trainers have gotten Seiya to ease back on the junk, but hey, a man's got to indulge his first time in America, right? Number 2, married to a former gymnast. Seiya Suzuki is married to former Olympic rhythmic gymnast and television reporter Eri Hatakeyama. Eri had represented Japan at international rhythmic gymnastics competitions. She participated in the 2012 Summer Olympics, and she competed at World Championships, including the 2015 World Rhythmic Gymnastics Championships, where she won the bronze medal in the 5 ribbons event. Since her retirement after the 2016 Summer Olympics, Hatakeyama has promoted products and brands, appeared on variety and comedy television programs, and reported on sports for NHK's Sunday Sports 2020 show in Japan. The beautiful couple went to the same middle school as Japanese actress Seika Furuhara and knew each other through a mutual friend. They eventually got married on December 7th, 2019. Number 1. Gifting whiskey and loves Mike Trout. Seiya Suzuki has endeared himself to the Cubs backroom staff. In May of 2022, ESPN's Buster Olney tweeted that Suzuki gifted this spring to some Cubs staffers 21-year-old bottles of whiskey. It is the same brand that Bill Murray's character endorsed in Lost in Translation. Boy, does he know how to make a good first impression, right? Everyone has a role model in any field of discipline, and for Seiya, his role model is Mike Trout, the all-world superstar outfielder of the Los Angeles Angels. So, when someone asked during the media press conference why he wears number 27, Suzuki didn't wait for the complete translation of the question, grabbed the microphone quickly and answered in English with, "Mike Trout, I love you."
Is there any meaning behind choosing number 27?
なぜその27番を選んだのかを教えていただけますか?
Mike Trout, I love you.
Trout responded mutually, stating that Trout said he didn't even know Suzuki was a fan of his until seeing the funny viral video. "It just popped up on my phone," Trout said. "It's cool, especially when you talk about him with Shohei and Ippei and know that he's a big-time guy over there. He has a good approach up there, and when he gets a ball to hit, he isn't missing it," Trout added. "So it's fun to watch so far, and hopefully he keeps it going." Sounds like a lot to love there. Enough to go around on both sides. Yes, Seiya Suzuki has traversed a difficult journey from the land of the rising sun to the grace of the big stage of the MLB. With his usual dedication and personality, he is bound to be a star for years to come. So do you think Seiya Suzuki is destined for greatness in the major leagues? Is he the centerpiece the Cubs can build the next championship team around? Let me know in the comments section, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more premium sports content. Until next time.